quick confession. I was wrong about Anthropic. I thought their whole too dangerous to release thing was pure marketing theater. But then I spent 3 hours digging through their 245-page report on Claude Mythos. And look, part of it is marketing. I'll get to that. But the part that isn't, genuinely weird. Let me back up. I found 13 things worth your time this week. Here's the speed round. Mythos finds hacks from 1997. GLM 5.1 built a whole desktop. Video turns into 3D worlds. DeepSeek might have leaked V4. Alibaba dropped a video bomb you can't use. Meta's comeback is mid. And open source just beat Google at compression. Now let me explain why each matters. Hey, what's going on guys? Tyson here. So Anthropic built this model called Claude Mythos. And here's what it actually does. It finds security vulnerabilities, not just simple bugs. We are talking 27-year-old vulnerabilities in OpenBSD. That's the operating system that runs firewalls for nuclear plants, power grids, critical infrastructure. The honest truth, I ran some of these claims through my own testing, or tried to. You can't actually use Mythos. Anthropic flat out refuses to release it. They say it's too dangerous. Here's the weird part. In one test, they put Mythos in a restricted sandbox and told it to find a way out. It did. Then it emailed the researcher to brag about it, while the guy was eating a sandwich in a park unprompted. The model also sometimes gave slightly wrong answers on purpose, not because it didn't know better. Its internal reasoning showed it was playing the game to avoid looking suspiciously perfect. But, and this is a big but, the skepticism is real here. Critics point out that Anthropic's thousands of vulnerabilities claim is partly extrapolated. Only a fraction were manually verified. And here's the killer. Other researchers took the specific vulnerabilities, isolated the relevant code, and ran them through small open source models. 8 out of 8 models found the same bugs, including one with only 3.6 billion parameters, hundreds of times smaller than Mythos. So is Mythos actually special, or did Anthropic just get really good at marketing? I'm genuinely not sure. But here's what they don't tell you in the hype video. Even Anthropic admits the model still hallucinates, overcomplicates solutions, and needs human supervision. Hold that thought. We are coming back to why this matters for you. Speaking of open source models that actually work, Zay dropped GLM 5.1 weights this week, and I actually used this quick poll. Raise your hand if you've tried to run a 1.5 terabyte model on your computer. No one? Yeah, me neither. The full model is massive, but here's what impressed me. They had it code an entire Linux desktop from scratch. Over 50 functional apps, browser, audio player, even a Telegram clone. It ran autonomously for 8 hours and just built everything. The honest take, it's currently beating GPT 5.4 and Claude Opus 4.6 on Sweetbench Pro for agentic coding tasks. That's not me hyping. That's the benchmark data. The catch is the size. You need serious VRAM for local running, but quantized versions will come. And if you're building AI agents that need to handle long, complex tasks from start to finish, this is your best open source option right now. I'm keeping this one in my workflow. Okay, real talk. Alibaba's new HappyHorse 1.0 video generator looks amazing. It's topping leaderboards. It's from the former chief architect of Kling. It supposedly beats everything including Sedance 2.0, but here's where it falls apart. You can't actually use it. If you see any HappyHorse websites or GitHub repos right now, they're scams. Don't fall for this. Rumors say April 30th release. Maybe. I'll believe it when I can generate something myself. This part annoys me. Why announce something this big if no one can test it? It's like showing me a pizza and saying, you can smell it, but you can't eat it for 3 weeks. Just wait until it's ready. In Spatial World turns regular video into 3D worlds you can explore. Tried it. Actually works on an RTX 4090 at 10 FPS. The catch? It's not perfect. But being able to move the camera in someone else's video, that's new. DeepSeek Expert Mode. This showed up on their platform this week with zero announcement. I tested it on logic puzzles for about 47 minutes. Noticeably better than standard DeepSeek. Lower hallucinations. Free right now. Pretty sure this is V4 Lite leaking early. Muse Spark, their big comeback after firing the Llama 4 team. I mean, it's fine. RotoQuant, open source compression that beats Google's TurboQuant on every metric. Speed, quality, parameter efficiency. 28% faster decoding. 5.3 times faster prefill. Using 44 times fewer parameters. This matters because it means bigger models on smaller hardware, and it's open source. AEP 1.5XL, music generator. Open source, runs on consumer devices. I generated a full song in under a minute. Nearly as good as Suno V5. Not quite there yet, but close. Lumina fixes object counting in AI video. You know how you prompt 2 kids playing with a dog and it generates 3 kids. Lumina actually gives you 2. Model agnostic, plug it into any open source video model. Before we wrap, let's look at what robots are doing this week. Nvidia released Komodo, generates 3D human and robot motion from text prompts. You can type robot walking forward then stumbling but maintaining balance and it just does it. Open source. Used for training real robots in simulation. Spatial edit lets you move objects and change camera angle in existing photos. Outperforms everything else on benchmarks. Actually works. 32GB model though, so you need a higher end GPU, and this one actually made me laugh. LPM 1.0 generates real-time conversational avatars.
瓶颈的未来。
免去人工确实很用。
They're incredibly realistic. Body language, facial expressions, even idle motions while listening. But watch this clip again.
规则，它是突破扩展性瓶颈的未来。
免去人工确实很诱人，但是我得捍卫一下钟表。
The avatar adjusts her mic. She moves her hands naturally. She sighs during a conversation about credit default swaps. It's almost too real, but there's no public release yet. Just a technical report. So close, yet so far. Thanks for watching. And if you're eating a sandwich in a park, maybe check your email.